Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to show you all how to set up for a nail service and some essentials that you need when preparing to do a nail service. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so first things first, you definitely want to have a mask. Just already have that out and ready to go on the table. And then you're going to want some gloves. I highly suggest you wear gloves, especially, you really need these two, like especially now more than ever, just because of the virus that's going on. So definitely keep these on deck at all times. So yeah, but even so, you should be wearing this anyway, virus or no virus. Alright, and then after that, the next thing that you want to have is go ahead and have paper towels set out so that way you can be ready to go. And essentially with this, I use the Scotch mechanic paper towels. They're fairly absorbent. Bounty is also good as well, but I found I like these more than Bounty just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to take you guys off of here so we can get into the next part. So, I do have like a little lamp, a little light here. Hold on, guys. So I do have like a little lamp here, and I just use this to sort of, and I'm at home, like I'm just setting up my portable nail table at home, so don't judge my background. But I just use this light here, and it's also a speaker, and I like this. I got this from Sam's Club for about like $15, so I play music from here. I can change the colors of the light by just tapping, just like that, and then I can also dim it by holding this down, or make it brighter, as you guys can see. So yeah, definitely a good lamp. One I suggest. Okay, and then the next thing you should be doing before you put your gloves on, sanitize your hands and your client's hands. I like this one because it's easy. You just have to spray it on real quick. So I definitely suggest this Secret hand sanitizer. Any hand sanitizer really works. Really whatever you can get your hands on nowadays. So yeah, just use whatever, I guess. Okay. And then next I'm going to come over here and, well, let me finish showing you guys my liquids that I have on my table. I always keep my acetone just because whenever I'm doing like the top coat or I'm doing like a gel polish design, I always want to have some acetone on deck. So that's good. And then also I just keep my acrylic nail liquid in here. I use the Secret. I did actually order the nail house liquid and some more for powders, so definitely be checking out my page, and I'll have that video up soon as my items get to me. I actually have a really big nail mail haul, so definitely subscribe and hit that bell because you don't want to miss that. Alright, and so over here I'm going to show you all. So this is what I use to keep my liquid in, and I got this from my local nail supply store. I'll see if I can't find a similar one online. If I can, then I'll link it, but if not, really any type of dish will do. I like this because it has a lid. So yeah. And then you could also put it in something like this as well. But I actually use this for my, put my acetone in. It's a little dusty right now, guys. Don't judge me. I was actually filming something before this is why it's dusty. But yeah, get back in there. Okay. So yeah, that's what I keep my liquid in. I also suggest that you keep, sorry guys, my finger's on the camera. I suggest you keep some alcohol on your table, or either some water. I like alcohol just because it dehydrates a little bit, and it also helps when you're prepping the nail as well. So I like to use this whenever I'm done filing the nails. I'll spray with some alcohol and I'll go in with my e-file brush, in which I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a few. And then I always definitely keep some top coat on my desk as well. Right now I'm using the Valentino top coat, and I'm liking it thus far. I actually have a comparison video with this coming up soon, so again, just be sure to stay subscribed to my channel to see that. Okay, so if I'm just doing like a regular acrylic full set where somebody's getting like acrylic and gel polish, I'll either use my Secret, my pink acrylic powder, and it's like the translucent pink. It's not like the cover pink, or most of the time I use the clear because I have a big 1.5 pound jug container. Anyway, I have a pretty big amount of this like in storage, so yeah. But yeah, this is what I like to use. I do recommend the Secret system, and I actually have another comparison video coming up on that as well. So again, you guys just gotta stay tuned. All right, And then this over here, I also suggest you have one of these. This one actually came with this table. This is a portable table as well. I don't know if I said that before. But this is what I allow my clients to rest their hands on whenever I'm getting ready to service them. And I also have another one of these, but I really like this one because this one sits higher. And okay, so now we're going to come over here. And this is what I like to have on my table. So real quick, I want to show you guys what's in here. So I have my dust brush in here, which I recommend if you're going to use one like this, make sure you clean it. Because it's kind of like a makeup brush, you could actually clean it like you would a makeup brush. So it's okay to use these, just make sure you clean them. And then I also have my favorite acrylic brush. So this is my PANA. It's my finest Kolinsky brush. It's the size 16. And I got this off of Beautycom, and I'll be sure to leave the link down below in the description box. So everything will be linked down below. And then I also have a cleanup brush right here. And this is what I use to clean up around the nail when I dip it like in this little dapping dish right here. I'm going to have acetone in there. I'll dip it down and I'll wipe around the nail with it. So I definitely suggest this. And then, let's see. This is my 3D art brush, and it's a number 2. It's from Glamour Nail Supply Glamour. And it's a brush that you use when you're doing like dried flowers and things like that. So yeah. And I do like the brushes because they have a cap on. I wish these came with the cap, but at the same time, I just make sure I take good care of my brushes. So, but caps are always good. Okay. And then next up, I have brushes that have like a little striping tool. And I use these for a couple of different things. So as you can see, it's like a pretty fine tip. I don't know how you guys. Okay, you can see now. It's a fine tip on it. And it's double-sided. One side is a little longer than the other. But I use those specifically like for when I'm doing like bling nails. I need to put top coat around the bling, but I don't want to get them like all over the stones. This is a good tip, which I can show you guys how I do that in a later video. So yeah. I also keep my tip cutters, just in case I'm doing nails with tips instead of forms. So yeah. This is from AliExpress. I also keep some wax pencils up here. And I like this one. And also this from AliExpress as well. This is from the Fabian store. And I like that this has a daughter tool in the end because it's really good for when I do like gel designs and like little dots, so that's great. But I also have this one, which if you guys can't tell, I really like pink and purple, so that's my thing. And I like how pretty the little crystals are in here. But yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and put this stuff back in here real quick, and then I'll move on to the next part. Hold on one second, you guys. So next thing that I'm doing, so also keep a cuticle pusher. I like to use the metal ones because these ones you can disinfect and with the barbicide. And I also have a video showing you guys how to disinfect your tools and how to clean up after service. So I'll be sure to, I'm filming that next, so I'll be sure to leave that in the cards if I go ahead and upload it both today. Okay, and then you always want to have a file, and these files, so this is at 100 grit zebra file, and I have an 80 grit file, and both of these I got from Beautycom, but these are like PANA. That's the brand of these, and I'll be sure to leave that link down below. And you'll see in a later video about shaping and tip placement, about why I use 2 different types of grits. And then you also want to have a buffer. Honestly, I always keep new files in a little case, but this is what I just have on my desk because I'm filming right now. But these are things I like to have out and ready for my clients to go. And I use a new file and new buffer on every client. Do not be that person who's too cheap to just use a new file. You don't want the problems that come with if you give somebody a fungal infection, so just keep new things, okay? And so right up in the forefront, you see I have my Secret, my nail prep. I have my Young Nails protein bond. I also have some Young Nails cuticle oil. I have some of my prepping bits, like a couple of different bits. Let's see if I can't open this real quick for you guys. I'm doing this one-handed, so let's see, guys. Okay, so this is from the Nail Secret. She's a nail tech that I follow on Instagram, and I love all her supplies and things that she sells. And I'll be sure to try to leave her Instagram down below and her site so you all can see where you can try to order from her. But now some of these things will come in here. The only two things that don't come in here is this bit right here and then this bit right here. And I'll leave the link for these two. So these two are from PANA. This is my bit. This is my Mandrel bit. So this is what I put my sanding bands on, or my arbor bands, which are right here. If I can get it open. And I use a fine grit. And I always use a new one to each client. I just throw them away, you guys. Again, don't be too cheap just to change them out. It's really ridiculous if you just reuse the same one in each client. Okay. And then, so these here are the little diamond cuticle bits. And I like these because these you can sanitize, like, again, disinfect and that sort of thing, along with these ones as well. And I use this when I'm going in and prepping the nail, especially when I'm doing like a full set in the field. And then I use this brush. This is one of the duster brushes I was telling you about, that I like to spray the alcohol on the nail. And then I follow up with this to catch any extra dust from what I can't pick up with my larger dust brush here. So that's that. Okay. And then I do have another bit from PANA. This is the Carbide bit. And these, they're shipped with these. So I really like that they give you little cases like this for them. Especially the individual ones. I like that. And this is a fine flat top. I think it's a small barrel. It's not a large barrel. Fine grit. And you can see the F on top, so it tells you it's a fine grit bit. And so yeah, I like to use this Carbide bit when I'm going in and I'm finish filing, like especially around the cuticle area. So yeah. Okay. And then also what I have here is I have the KDS nail glue. I like this nail glue. A lot of nail techs will recommend this nail glue just because it dries really fast. Like, nothing is worse than trying to speed through putting your tips down and you having to wait for your nail glue to dry. So I definitely suggest this. And it works fairly well. So definitely be sure to check this out. And Nail Supply Glamour actually has 50 of them for like $20, which isn't bad compared to what you would pay on Amazon. So I do suggest that you buy those. I actually have an order coming in from Nail Supply Glamour with more nail glue from KDS. And yeah, everyone, I think that's pretty much it as far as what we have for the nail service. So I'm just going to show you one more time, just do a quick little video pan right here. And then I also have my things right here. I have this, and also most of the times I do have an overhead light, but this is really more so for like me filming and that whole sort of thing. But yeah, and then also I do keep Clorox disinfecting wipes after each service, as well as some Lysol, which is behind me. And I have some trash, a trash can right there. You guys saw the trash that was in there. But anyway, yeah, and I do, oh yeah, 1 second, I almost forgot, you guys. Almost ended this video. So I also do keep my swatch things nearby. Actually, I'm having one command hooks, and I keep them nearby so my clients can pick off what they may want. I tell them this is acrylic, this is glitter, you know, just in case. But yeah, and I have a bunch more of these. I just picked up some of them real quick to show you. And then I also do have my gel lamp, and this is one I got off Amazon, and I do like this one because the bottom detaches. So this is great if if you're doing pedicures, you do like gel polish on the toes. I do recommend that. And it does have a timer that shows up right here, but it's just not on because I don't have it plugged up. But I do want to buy the Kiara Sky ones, the rechargeable ones, just because I'm trying to go mostly all the way cordless. So yeah, y'all, you should. Hopefully, I can get those soon. Okay, let me see. And then I also do have my drill. So I use the MelodySusie, the Scarlet drill. And this is rechargeable. I do recommend this. Like, you guys don't really have to spend a whole lot on a drill. I do like this. You guys can see it turns on fairly easy. I like Okay, y'all, and anytime I recommend, like I say what speed I have it on, it's KRPMs. I always forget this in every video. So yeah. And then I do have a dust collector. I do recommend you buy a dust collector to keep the dust away. It'll cut down on your cleaning time, and you can focus more on cleaning your implements after your service. And I use the Valentino one. So, whew, this is heavy, y'all. It's really heavy. So this is my Valentino dust collector. It's the, I think it's the Gen 4, I believe. Yeah, and I use this when I'm doing the clients, like when I'm taking down product and when I'm going in and I'm filing, especially with the e-file. So I just use this, and also it helps with the smell of the acrylic because it just helps to suck it down in there and just really keep it from getting in my face along with the dust. So I do recommend this. And yeah, I have a whole other video on that as well. And real quick, I'm going to show you guys my nail tips, and then that should be it. But just give me 1 second. Alright, and real quick, I'm not going to go super in depth about this, but I am just going to go ahead and show you all what type of nail tips I use. So I do like like I said, again, I do recommend the Nail Secret Her tips, and these are her easy precision tips. I also like that for this case, I like that you can take your glue, for example, and put it right there. And it's real easy to have, especially if you're like if you're on a travel and do someone's nails, you can always know you have a glue or something like that. I feel like more techs should use these type of cases, but yeah. These are her easy precision ones, and she did just do a restock, so definitely go and check out her website so that you can purchase some tips. Okay, and these are great for when I'm doing like stiletto or like long ballerina nails. And then she also has her classic straight nail tips. And so the difference between these and ones you would probably get at your nail supply store is that, let me see, hold on guys, this is the new box, so it's kind of full, but she does make sure you get plenty. So these, as you can see, they're like straight. So for example, you see, this isn't up in my nail, but they're straighter than what a regular tip would be. They don't curve down as much. So I like these. And these are all, and I have them in clear and some in natural, and also have them in clear. And these are good for if you have to also have to do like a double tip as well. But these are the ones I get from my local nail supply store. I honestly don't use these as much anymore, just because I don't like how they curve down. Some of my clients like the curved tip. I personally don't, but you also just want to have stuff if you do need to. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but these tips, I think these are both 12, and then this is 15. And I know at my nail supply store, I would spend at least $16, $20 on these tips. It's a no-brainer, y'all. You get 500 in the nail secret one, so I do suggest purchasing those. But I also do have these two in clear and natural. Okay, move this out of the way. Okay, and the last thing for the tips, I do have these acrylic tips, and she does ship them in a black bag like this, and it's 120 of them, and they're just like really long little tips. And these come, and like you can use these for if you're doing like extra long, like XXL nails or extra long nails. And I want to show you real quick. Like for example, you see how if somebody wanted like really long nails, you got it right there. You don't have to do a whole lot of work. Which I don't know who's getting a nail this long, but you never know. But yeah. And they're really easy to shape up. And then also another really good use for these is if you have the red iguana hand. I'll show you guys. These fit in the hand perfectly, as you can see. So you can just like pull them out, and it makes a full coverage nail tip. And it's really easy if you're doing like a video on how to do a design or something. So yeah. Okay. And then the last thing is my nail forms. So I get these from Nail Supply Glamour. I got these a while, like maybe like 2 years ago. And it was a really big roll, so these have lasted me like a long time. But I also wasn't doing sculpted nails a lot. I just really started doing sculpted nails after taking a couple classes. So, yeah, but I really like these. They stick on well. I think I got a roll of 50 for $11. People said the Valentino one is really good. I may have to check out Valentino, but I do like these, especially because they're pink and they kind of match my theme. So, that's pretty much everything on that, you all. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. So again, just wait on it. I'll be coming up with the nail tip placement and shaping video. I'll also be doing some things about form placement, all about forms, how to do different shapes, like how to sculpt nails. And so yeah, just stay tuned, and that's it for this one. See you guys in the next one. Bye.